Good morning and welcome back to the southwest of France. It's about 9 o'clock local time and we got a big heat in the lineup. Jeremy Flores representing France once again here to compete in front of his hometown crowd to put on a brilliant show against Italo Ferreira, the man of yesterday that threw down a huge 9.5 going to the sky. Looks like he's healed up quickly this season after missing a couple of events. He had that brilliant start. You can see that utter excitement that he had as a pure surfer being to a dream location for the first time. Meanwhile, back in the pit is Italo. He's got some room on the foam ball and wants that, made that exit. It looks like it could be a shootout in this matchup, Potts.
Yeah, well, he's moved down to that inside section. It looks like Jeremy is sitting inside as well. I love it.
Italo did a great job to put himself in that final. Let's look at the barrel again.
Yeah, have a look at that. Just driving through, almost came out of that section. I love it. This is what we want to see. I want to see a barrel shootout.
As they always gave each other credit for maybe being their best rivals to get themselves onto the championship tour. Watching Italo Ferreira now. Speed turn, going for a big throwaway punt.
Wow.
Looks like he wants to get back to business above the lip, Potts.
Well, that's it. I mean, if the wave doesn't offer a barrel, Italo Ferreira's got those aerial maneuvers. I mean, that's where he did his big backside rotator yesterday. Very similar spot. Nice turn just to kick it off, and you can almost know when Italo's going to go to the air. He sort of widens that stance, he builds up the speed, and then he just really throws everything at it. You can see a mid-face turn there, front foot sliding, body rotating. Just look how inverted that is. Incredible stuff from Italo Ferreira, and I think nervous moments right there for Jeremy Flores, because if Italo had to pull that off, we would have been seeing up into the nines yet again.
Italo Ferreira yesterday threw down the 9.5. It was such a fun matchup because it featured the reigning world champ, a previous event champion, John Florence.
You know, you saw that backside air yesterday. There was no hands involved, no grab. I mean, that board stuck to his foot like glue. It takes that amazing technique. Jeremy
gets started, grabs the rail, a big pump to drive through this racetrack section, and that's not going to let him out. He went pretty far on that wave for that being such a speedy racetrack closeout. That's just on his skill set with positioning. One of the best backhand tube riders in the world. For what he's done at Chopu Tahiti, what he's done at Pipeline, winning both of those events in his career. Also receiving the AI award for that surf that he had the day after the Code Red swells. We take another look.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, how good did that look? You know, just his body position, the grab, the ability to pump inside the tube, you know, to get that momentum going.
Michel Perez won the first heat over Kanoa Igarashi as we watch Jeremy Flores lock in a cave to start, gets the exit to finally put a completion on the board. Great positioning, Potts, to make sure he was going to make it out as that thing shut down. This ride opened up for him.
Yeah, look at that. One of the best feelings in the world, getting inside that barrel. You didn't want to get too deep though, because it shut down pretty quickly there. You can see how that wave closed out. So there's a real fine line between getting too deep and not deep enough, just enough there to come out. Enough time to squeak out of the end of that wave.
Looks like he's going to have a look at a wave, but the waves, like I mentioned, they're firing, Joe.
Might as well. Keep surfing if you can. Rosie, walk us through this one.
Oh, of Michelle's wave, sorry. I've been looking up and down. Seriously, I've got rubberneck syndrome today because it's firing all up and down this beach. Just saw Michelle, he kicked out there, but...
Taking a look now, down the beach, Italo Ferreira going to turns. Snap off the top, here comes the carve. And he's out of there, so a two-turn combo. So he had a big win there for just a young name coming onto the scene as a wild card. His best result is the round before the quarters 2 years ago. Flores up now. Just searching for something, he's forced to kick out, and we are approaching the final minute with Italo only needing a 4.31 on this wave. Threw down a 9.5 for us yesterday. Totally different matchup now. Coming off that second turn off the lip. Backhand carve, knows he doesn't need too much to take out the local favorite. Winding up. Little backhand float again. End section, he'll try to extend the float. Wants to make sure he stays on his feet. A 4.31 would make the difference with 40 seconds to go.
We're splitting hairs right now. Italo's last wave with a few maneuvers was a 2.
And now with 14 seconds to go, Flores packs a solid section on his back end on the buzzer, trying to force the exit. Can Flores make it? And he somehow is on his feet. Unbelievable effort to force a completion when we thought it was impossible.
What? Are you serious? We had written him off, right? And those are those scores that you kind of go, well, Italo Ferreira looking for a 4.31. The first initial reaction from the judges is no, but let's have a look at Jeremy's wave here, driving through that section, gets covered up in the whitewater. He's hanging on with his toenails and somehow fights his way out of that. I mean, are you kidding me? We talk about one of the best tube riders in the world, and this is why, because of the never give in, never give up attitude of Jeremy Flores. I mean, that was just impossible that he was going to come out of that, and he did. But in saying that, Italo with a 3.6 wasn't enough anyway, so Jeremy Flores.
Potts, how did he make that?
Sheer grit and determination.
Unbelievable effort from Jeremy Flores, showing how much it means for him to competing in the Quiksilver Pro. Pushing through that section of 5.83 from the panel as he takes the big win. Italo out of the contest, and Flores still has a dream to make his first quarterfinal appearance here in the southwest of France.